Jesus, who does well, shows strength and determination and ambition to come forward for a 16 added on time. We've got 4 minutes of it. Martinelli racing forward here inside the penalty area, looking to get to the byline. Back on his right foot, left flank, tries to get the crossing corner.
Yeah, just slowed him down in the end, didn't they? Bolton Wanderers, but yeah, nice swift attack. And it's good to see Arsenal not just sort of knocking the ball around aimlessly, looking to go on and get themselves a 6th goal. It's fantastic. You've got Porter, Cabia, Kakuri, Nichols, Waneri. You know, so many youngsters on the pitch at the end of this game. Great experience for all of them, and they can look back on it and say, well, we were part of a handsome win.
5-1, 3 minutes remaining. Is there a 6th here from this Arsenal side? Curled in towards that near post, out for another corner, I think. No, it's a goal kick.
Oh, a little bit of fisticuffs there, almost. Goalkeeper took exception to Kai Havertz over something.
Well, Leicester at the weekend, that'll be a different challenge. They are under pressure a little bit, still without a win.
Yeah, it's not a happy camp at the moment. Like, the fans aren't sure about Steve Cooper. They'll come here and play on the counter-attack, we know that. You know, Vardy does have a very good record against Arsenal down the years, of course, but yeah, like if we play to our capabilities, it should be a routine home win, but you can't bank on these things. You've got to turn up and deliver. Yeah. But you just hope that the players that Mikel talked about that are struggling a little bit fitness-wise after Manchester City, you just hope they're all fit and available for that game, particularly David Raya, of course. I'm sure he will be, but
I think he will be. Key.
But yeah, this run of games isn't the worst, and we've got to obviously pick up 3 points, you know, in each of them. And I think the league table come the end of October could look very nice for us.
Yeah, Manchester City away at Newcastle, of course, in the early kick-off on Saturday with no Rodri. We know
that's a shame,
that been
shame about Rodri.
Yeah, it's been trotted out that they don't do quite so well. They still do very well, let's face it. This is Martinelli to curl towards the back post. Oh, well, for a second, I thought that Cabia might be able to get onto that, but he can't. It's a goal kick.
Yeah, he'd like to have got on the end of that, wouldn't he? For a debut goal. Martinelli's been bright since coming on. He's put a lot of curl on that ball, just out of Jesus' reach. And yeah, Cabia, no chance really of getting on the end of it. It was always curling out for a goal kick. But yeah, look, a good night's work. Great experience for some of the kids this evening. Mikel's got to see what they're about. And of course some milestone moments with Waneri scoring his first goals for the club, Sterling too. So yeah, apart from the weather, it's just as we hoped.
Yeah, you got your umbrella and walk to the tube?
I have got an umbrella, yeah. It's not the sturdiest. Yeah, it's a very cheap umbrella that might not be able to withstand this downpour, because it's getting pretty heavy.
Ball's out of play. We've got 30 seconds of the remaining 4, and Bolton have got a corner here, remarkably. They've worked it from back to front pretty quickly. But a last chance to get a second, and a first chance to get a second for quite some time, because they've been penned in a little bit. But they do have a corner, and this might be the last act of League Cup tie that's been satisfying in many ways, as Adi was just outlining. In-swinger for Bolton. Porter comes and claims. Really well done, and a round of applause from everyone in the stadium, bar those Bolton supporters. Tough conditions, belting it down, comes and claims neatly. And the young man who had everybody googling ahead of the game finishes the night, not with a clean sheet, but with a relatively sound performance. The 16-year-old, the youngest ever starter for Arsenal. But the result sees Arsenal go through courtesy of a 5-1 win over Bolton. Declan Rice opened the scoring before Waneri got his first goal for the club. Then into the second half, and the 17-year-old got his second before Collins pulled one back for Bolton. Sterling and Havertz in the 64th and the 77th minute respectively, giving Arsenal comfortable passage. First goal obviously in Arsenal colours for Raheem Sterling. Adi, just sum up for us here. I mean, look, lots of ticks in the right boxes from an Arsenal point of view and into the 4th round of the League Cup.
Yeah, good night all round. Yeah, some good performances, very professional job. And I thought the team was a perfect blend, actually. Some really experienced players alongside the youngsters, and they nursed them through it. Yeah, it was a very routine, easy win for us. I enjoyed Declan Rice's goal. I thought that was probably the pick of the goals, but wasn't it lovely to see Ethan Nwaneri not just score once, but to get himself his first brace in Arsenal colours. A bonus too that Raheem Sterling got his first for the club as well. So yeah, a good night all round, and yeah, we march on. It'll be nice, I think, to go deep in the competition this year and maybe to get an early trophy on the board.
Arsenal's mix of players, no match for Bolton youngsters and senior pros, aiding and abetting a comfortable Gunners success here. They've beaten Bolton by 5-1. Stay with us for more reaction and, of course, analysis, chat, and some thoughts from the fans as well, as we hand you back to all of the live from N5 crew, Nicole and Theo, and the rest upstairs. Full-time score is finished at Arsenal 5, Bolton 1.
What a result that was. Theo, 5-1. I mean, a comfortable win, right? Not your score prediction, just going to throw it out there. But we'll take
5
it.
minus 1 is what?
I knew you were going to say that. I know you so well now. I knew you were going to say that, but 5-1.
Yeah.
I mean, it would have been lovely, obviously, to be 5-0, but good result, hey.
Look, it's one of those as well, like even the goal we conceded, the goalkeeper will learn from that sort of moment for him, so it's something that he can reflect on as well, of like, what could I do better with his goalkeeping coach, so that's a positive in my eyes. I know it was a goal conceded, but for a goalkeeper, he was involved in something that, you know, may or may not have done better, who knows, but he'll only know that. But yeah, it was a positive result, no injuries, which is always key, a cold, wet night, but it was professional. We still wanted to score more goals, still doing all the right things, and as well, it's just more positive energy at the football club going into the weekend in the Premier League. So yeah, it's good players as well. Good account for themselves tonight. They were very good.
For sure. We're going to get a bit more into the game, but first, we were definitely just testing your knowledge earlier on with our question of the day. But the team here, producer Callum, needs to apologise because we may have got something a little bit wrong, and someone was paying very close attention. I think we can have a look at this comment. Here we go. James in Exile. Great show. Thank you so much. But your team, producer Callum, messed up the competition question. So, Raheem Sterling comfortably has the most international caps in the squad. Someone did say that in here, right?
Said this
oh, Theo, you're taking credit for that.
No, we both said this. Sort of.
I'll let him have that one.
Okay, we'll let Theo have it. But what I would say is the reason we got that slightly wrong, and spoiler alert, is we did actually film that piece before Raheem Sterling signed. So I feel like that's fair enough, right? Yeah, we'll let us off with that. But anyway, James, well done.
Well done, James.
Good thinking.
We got that.
And Theo's taking credit for that too. Anyway, Theo, I know that we were talking pre-match about Raheem Sterling and that you wanted to see some magic from him tonight. We all did. Yep. And of course, he got that goal. Yeah, we were all celebrating. Good to see him on the score sheet, wasn't it?
It's always a nice feeling when you score any goal, even if it's a tap-in. But for him, just to get minutes under his belt, to get the fitness levels up, just to start to get in the flow of how Arsenal play, because you can do it in training, and it looks very different in training when you sort of break it down structurally and do those little movements. But when it comes to a game environment with everyone in the crowds, you can be a bit starstruck, not starstruck, sorry, a bit like a rabbit in the headlights. So it took Raheem, to be honest, a bit of time to get into it, but as more of the game got through, he got a lot more comfortable, and the goal was going to do him a lot of good going into the weekend now, I believe, that's for sure. Definitely.
Yeah, and then of course the fifth from Kai Havertz scores again. That was so in tune from me. How are you guys feeling then post-match after that? Oh, you've already got the microphone. I love that. How do you feel? Good game, right?
Yeah, it was a good game. When I forgot his name, but number 47, playing in defence.
Yes.
Yeah. I liked him. He moved his body well. He was strong. Yeah, I mean, he's the type of player that could just go on loan and then coming back, he's going to be like a player that just plays in week in, week out. But he just knows that Saliba, Gabriel, White, Timber. There, he has a lot of pressure on him, but it was a good performance from the whole team. And Wari, 2 goals. I mean, yeah, it was brilliant.
And like you say there, those players he can learn off as well, particularly. So we were saying before about going out on loan can be a good thing in some way, but also having those players around him, he's only going to improve as well. But I agree, I think going out on loan for someone like himself, because he's got quite a lot of players ahead of him, will do him some good in time. But yeah, he's got a very bright future, like everyone on that sort of pitch tonight. Very good.
Yeah, it was so good to see the youngsters. And that's a good point, actually, which I totally didn't say, that Nwaneri got the 2nd goal tonight, didn't he?
He did.
Well, the 3rd goal, but his brace totally scooted over that because we got so many Arsenal goals this evening. But what a night for him, Theo.
Yeah, look, scoring's always a great feeling, but not just that. I just think it was the way he played, so comfortable on the ball at times. I think as well, he did all the right things still with the pressure. Obviously, this goal came from the press as well, which is so important for the club, which we live on. You win the ball high up, you put pressure on, you're going to score goals, you get rewarded. And he got his reward tonight, 2 goals as well for him and everyone else who made a debut tonight, the families. Go back, reflect on it as well. I think it's just a very exciting time and one you won't ever forget.
Yeah,
fantastic.
For sure. Any last thoughts from you guys?
Yeah, look, I just a few thoughts on the young keeper, because I know he let a goal in. He'll probably be disappointed not to keep a clean sheet, but he was left one-on-one. Maybe he went to ground a little early. He'll learn from that. Maybe doing him an injustice, because I think the striker took it well to go around him and slot it home. So I thought he had a good game. His distribution in the first half was really good as well.
Yeah,
and as well, you got he has the whole Bolton fans behind him,
saying
God knows what to him. So look, he dealt with those sort of pressure, so they learn from that experience as well. It'd be great for him going forward.
Oh yeah, 16 years old again. It's just incredible stuff, right? And I mean, a special night for all of the youngsters. I doubt they'll be sleeping much tonight. That adrenaline, Theo, must be insane.
You don't sleep after games.
Yeah,
You probably won't sleep tonight, right?
Yeah.
You need to get to bed, but you won't sleep. You just don't sleep after games. Sometimes we get back late and you go to bed 3, 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
You've got to be up to train or recover. So after these guys, they get on with it though.
Yeah, I can imagine. Okay, well, next up is, of course, Leicester City on Saturday. How are you feeling about that? What can we take from that? Of course, that is Premier League, but, everyone will be feeling good heading into that.
I think so. I think, of course, Leicester need to be getting results, but this is what I was saying before with the Man City game. These games, you need to be able to put them to the sword pretty quickly and then move on. There's no disrespect to Leicester, but you do if you want to go for the title and win leagues. So these are the games where you want them to be comfortable, you want to get early goals, do everything right. And I'm pretty sure Mikel, straight away now, the focus is that for him, he will. But he will be reflecting on this game and thinking that trust, which Per was saying about, and now he thinks, right, I've got a good feel in my squad.
Yeah, okay, well, let's wrap this up then. Leave that here on a very positive note. 5-1 win, we love to see it. Thank you guys so much, you've been brilliant. Thank you for watching. And this one, on his debut on Live from N5, how good was that, Theo Walcott? I don't think it's been a pleasure, but make sure you join us on Saturday from 2 p.m. here, live from N5, where we will be facing Leicester City in the Premier League. See you then.